veggie, veggie, fruit, fruit. Veggie, fruit, fruit, veggie, veggie, fruit. There are no substitutes for we. Veggie, fruit, fruit, veggie, veggie, fruit, fruit. You see, a balanced meal always wins with our vitamins. B and C, 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 fruit, fruit, veggie, veggie, fruit, fruit. Veggie, fruit, fruit.
Oh no! Why didn't somebody tell me we started filming? Can we start over? I don't want them to know I dance in my kitchen all the time. We're not starting over? Okay, all right, we're rolling with it. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my kitchen. So today we are going to be baking with fractions because it's really important for me, for you to be able to understand where fractions you're actually going to use like in the real world. And fractions occur everywhere whenever you are cooking, baking, as well as measuring. And so when you're building something, that's going to involve fractions whenever you measure with like a ruler, or when you are baking cookies, you have fractions in there all the time. So today, you're going to be heading to your kitchen and you are going to pick a recipe. It could be one that you actually want to bake or cook today with the help of your parents and permission of parents, of course. Or it could be one that you just want to use today. So you might want to grab an apron a little bit later. But I want you to be aware that there's fractions everywhere. So there's, quarter cups. I know it's kind of hard to see because mine are white. Let's see if my green ones will work. Here is a half a teaspoon here. We see that one, half a teaspoon. And I also have some metal spoons as well. I've gotten a lot of spoons through the years. And here's a quarter teaspoon right there. So you see there are fractions everywhere. So I don't want you to just bake and cook today. Today, your assignment is you're going to pick a recipe from maybe your recipe book or your mom or dad's recipe book. Maybe it's an old family recipe that you have. And you are going to triple that recipe because I want you to see how you actually use multiplying fractions, or you could be adding your fractions. And sometimes you'll maybe even need to subtract fractions as well. But today, we're going to focus on the multiplying part. So I'm going to grab my recipe book here. Here we go. Favorite recipes, and I'm going to choose a recipe from my recipe book. In the meantime, what I'd like you to go do is go grab your math notebook and a pencil because you are going to triple your recipe and write that down in your math notebook. So go ahead and grab that now, and I'll see you in a moment. All right, so I've got my math notebook ready to go. You're going to open up to the next clean page for me. And then up at the top, we're going to write baking with fractions. All right, you also know that you need to go add this to your table of contents. There we go. So I've assigned this on the 19th, but whatever day you are completing this assignment, go ahead and do that. We'll write that date, I mean. All right, so what you're going to be doing today, as I mentioned, is you are going to take a recipe that's in a recipe book and you are going to triple it. That means you're going to multiply all the numbers by 3. That's what tripling a recipe does. And sometimes when you have a large group, or if you've ever noticed like you've had Thanksgiving, you maybe have to triple a recipe. So I went to the dessert part of my recipe book because that's my personal favorite, or the desserts. And what I'd like you to do is find a recipe that has at least 4 to 5 fractions in it. So if you notice down here, my fruit pizza, which is delicious, by the way, only has 2 fractions. So I might make this later today because it sounds really good and I've got all of these ingredients actually. But I'm not going to use that just for my assignment. If you want to bake something else or cook something else that you don't actually triple, don't worry about it, but we'll get to that. My mom's blueberry buckle, I see, has lots of fractions. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different fractions there, plus another 2 over here. So I probably will use a blueberry buckle. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to write the name of the recipe at the top of my notebook here. So I'm going to write blueberry buckle. Okay. And then next to it, I'm going to write times 3 to let everybody know that I have tripled this recipe. And this is what your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, anybody who does any cooking or baking, this is what they might do before they get started on making a really large batch of whatever. Like during Christmas, we double our Christmas cookie batches all the time. So before we actually get started, we make sure that we have all the ingredients that we need and that we've doubled everything. So if you look at my recipe, the first thing says 1/4 cup of butter. So in the original recipe, I need 1/4 cup, but I am tripling it, which means I have to multiply it by 3. So if I do, well, let's do this. I'm going to draw a squiggle line halfway through my notebook so that I rewrite my recipe on top. I think that'll look nice and neat. And I'll put all my work down here. So I'm going to put 1/4 times 3 to figure out how much butter I actually will need. Okay, so remember we multiply our whole number by the numerator. So 1 times 3 is 3. And then I move my denominator over. Denominator stays the same. So that means I will need 3/4 cup of butter. So up at the top, I'm going to write 3/4 cup of butter. And yes, I want you to actually write the words. Don't just write 3/4. Okay, the recipe says for 3/4 cup. So make sure you're using like cup or teaspoon. All right, let's look at another one here. So my next one is an egg. And yeah, even whole numbers, you've got to multiply everything by 3, whether it's a whole number or a fraction, everything's got to be multiplied by 3. So 1 egg, so that one's easy. I can do that one in my head. If I have 1 egg and I'm tripling it, that means I'll need 1 times 3 eggs, which is 3. So I don't need to do any work down here. I can just write 3 eggs. Okay, let's look at a couple more. So my next one is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Again, this is a whole number that makes this really easy to multiply. So 2 times 3 is, 6. So I would write 6 teaspoons of baking powder. So 6 teaspoons baking powder. And if you don't know the abbreviations for teaspoons and tablespoons or cups, this would be a good opportunity to talk to your family about what all those different things mean and get familiar with those. All right, let's look at one more. I'm going to do the rest of mine on my own, but you guys could check mine out. So I've got 1/2 cup of milk. So that means I need to multiply 1/2 by 3. So down here, I'm going to do 1/2 times 3. All right, so I've got to multiply the top number, my numerator, by the whole number. 3 times 1 is 3. Bring my denominator over, so that's 2. Ooh, I can tell you right now, I don't have 3/2 sitting anywhere in my kitchen. I don't have a 3/2 cup of anything. So it's an improper fraction, so I've got to make this a mixed fraction. So I've got to pull out a whole. Let's see, a whole would be 2/2, so 2/2. And then how much would I have left over? 3 minus 2 is 1. So 2/2 is equal to 1 whole plus 1/2. So I would need 1.5 cups of milk. So sometimes you'll have to change those improper fractions to mixed numbers because you don't have a 3.5 cup in your kitchen, but I do have a 1 cup and I do have a 1/2 cup, so I can use that. So I'm gonna write 1.5 cups milk. All right, do you guys see what you're doing today? So you're taking a recipe that you have at home, 4 to 5 fractions, and you are going to multiply everything that you have on there by 3. You're tripling your recipe, okay? Now, let me be very clear. You are not actually tripling your recipe, okay? So whatever you do, oop, I'm gone. Oh, I'm back. So whatever you do, do not tell mom and dad, hey, we have to actually make this. We have to make the triple the amount of blueberry buckle. If I told my mom, hey, mom, we're making 3 blueberry buckles today, she would be like, what? Your teacher told you to do that? We're going to be eating blueberry buckle for the next 2 months. So you do not actually have to make a triple recipe of what you just used, okay? Let me be very clear with that. But I do want you at some point this week, whether it's today, tomorrow, this weekend, at some point this week, I want you to help mom, dad, whoever does the cooking, baking at your house. And I want you to actually cook or bake with them. So help them cook, help them bake. Maybe ask mom, hey, mom, today, can we bake some cookies? Can we bake some cupcakes? And actually do more of that independently or on your own and have mom and dad kind of watch over you. Or help mom or dad do some cooking, help them cook dinner today. Because I want you to see how fractions are used all the time in baking and cooking. So have fun today, triple your recipe, and then at some point this week, do some baking and cooking. I promise you, it'll be fun.